Why should anyone want to buy a normal car from a dealership for about $25,000 when you can look back a couple years to find luxury cars that has all the features the new cars have, but less than half the price? Not only are these cars more than half the price, they ride a lot smoother, they are built stronger, and can last longer than a 2019 Hyundai. With no further ado, here are my top 7 luxury cars under 10K. First, I already hear the haters coming, 2007 Cadillac STS. Let me explain myself. This car is about as luxurious as you can get for the time. The prices for these cars are way down, only because the prices for all luxury brands shoot down after a few years. You can find these cars under 100,000 miles for only $5,000. With 5K, you'll get a luxurious interior and exterior, leather seats, wood trim, touchscreen GPS, and a remote start. Only issue I found is that someone's AC compressor failed at 100,000 miles, and that was due to heavy daily use in Texas weather. However, he mentioned it was at 200,000 miles and he had no further issues with the normal maintenance he has done. It's a beautiful car that has 320 horsepower, not a bad deal. 2008 Lexus ES350. What kind of bliss would this be if I didn't include the Lexus? You will get the luxurious smooth ride suitable for long rides, very comfortable leather seats, and a roomy cabin. This Lexus doesn't come with a fancy stereo unit, but that doesn't matter all too much because you know that your car will last 200,000 miles without a problem. The car is a bit pricier. You can find them under 100,000 miles for about $9,000. 2010 Infiniti G37. If you're looking for something that is a bit more sporty yet still luxurious and reliable, the G37 will keep its feet planted. Out of nearly 400 reviews, this car has a 4.7 out of 5 on Kelley Blue Book. The technology in this car still holds up in 2019. After looking through many of the reviews, I couldn't find anything that broke down with these owners. Only issue I read was that the cabin was a bit tight. These cars, as I continue to read, can last upwards to 220,000 miles. You can find these cars for about $9,000 with 100,000 miles. Not too bad, especially with 330 horsepower. 2008 Audi A5. The performance doesn't quite keep up with the Infiniti, yet it is still an extraordinary car. These cars hold up pretty well, but the parts for this car will be the priciest on this list in case it does break down. However, these cars are very reliable and will reach 200,000 miles without many problems. The look to this car is very distinguished and yells prestige when you look at it. Sure, many people won't know that you really only bought it for $10,000. 2009 Acura TL. Everyone will be thinking that this car was a transmission nightmare, and yes, that is very true in the past. From years 2002 to 2004, there is virtually no complaints for the 2009 model, so steer clear from 02 through 04. I personally love the front fascia to this car. It stands out from all the normal cars on the road. All the owners are extremely happy with the car, and I can definitely see why. It will last past 200,000 miles, it has a smooth ride, very comfortable, stylish, and luxurious. And on top of all that, it is pretty quick. The gas tank can last upwards to 420 miles, which is saying a lot. I couldn't find any complaints. I did however find a scary recall. The airbag. In the event of a crash, the inflator could rupture and send metal fragments to the driver. Now, that's some scary shit. Be sure to get that fixed if you decide to get this car. 2009 Hyundai Genesis. Now, Hyundai has been picking up their game. This car was so successful, Genesis spun out to its own brand. And the Genesis competes with leading luxury brands. Anywho, the Hyundai Genesis is a fantastic value for what you get. You could even find yourself a rear-wheel drive coupe that is also manual, yet it won't be as luxurious. You'll get leading safety and reliability, nice styling cues, and an interior that is very high quality. 2013 Volvo S60. I found a 2013 Volvo S60 with about 75,000 miles for only $8,500. Volvos are literally tanks. I've read in the past that a family literally had the car rolling 4 times and the family walked out of the car without any major injuries. Now that's pretty insane. You can go back a few years and find yourself a faster, better handling Volvo S60R if you want. It's pretty nice interior and exterior. Overall, it's a solid car. For under 10K, you can find yourself cars that have proven time after time that they can last over 200,000 miles with minimal issues. They are more luxurious and nicer than most 2019 cars, and they all have 250 to 375 horsepower. Most new cars have about 150 to 230 horsepower. For the price, these are bargains. Try to find cars that have vehicle history report and maybe even receipts for any repairs. Now, if you found this list helpful, be sure to press that subscribe button and stay tuned. This is Chris at AutoMotivate. Be sure to appreciate one another. See you next time.